Well, welcome to the True Man Podcast. This is an invitation to radical reconstruction of a man's masculine heart and soul in a place of safe community where we dare to ask questions deep seated inside a man and explore ways to help you become a better man, a better son, a better dad, and a better spouse. Wow, this is the first podcast of 2025, and I am so grateful to have you join me on the True Man Podcast because there are going to be a lot of new and exciting things going on this year, and I'm anxious to reveal them to you. Let's just start with one today. So, reveal number one on March 19th, we will be introducing my new book, True Man, True Ways, a roadmap of discovery to the masculine heart. It's going to finally be published. If you've heard me talk about this probably a little bit over the last couple of years, it's complete and we're moving our way towards March 19th to get that out to you. This is really a book about the tools that I've used to get myself back on track and some of the things that I believe will be useful to you. I want to pass those on to you. And there's a lot of really cool things going on in that book. We're going to be able to offer some worksheets for you at the end of each chapter, and you'll be able to go out and work on the very things that I discuss in the book. Now, you can pre order that book right now by going out to my website, truemanlifecoaching.com. And I'm going to have a lot more on that book as we move closer to that rollout. However, as we begin this new year, I wanted to talk with you today about this idea of becoming a go getter in life. And it's really about having a can do attitude. Now, I was recently introduced to a book, believe it or not, written in 1921. I got to say, when somebody tells you to read a book written in 1921, you got to know it's a good story. You got to know that it stands the test of time. So, this book was written by an author named Peter B. Kyne, Kyne spelled Kyne. The name of the book is, of course, called The Go Getter. And I think this is a great topic to start the year off. So, Peter B. Kyne's book, The Go Getter, it's a short yet powerful tale that centers around this character named Bill Peck. He's a war veteran who demonstrates really extraordinary determination and resourcefulness in the face of adversity. Now, he is tasked with retrieving what is a seemingly impossible to find blue vase. Now, Peck's relentless pursuit of the goal to find this vase, despite numerous challenges, really epitomizes the qualities of persistence, creativity, and an unyielding can do attitude. And I got to say, we need this can do attitude in our lives. So the story serves as really a timeless parable about the importance of initiative, problem solving, and commitment to excellence. So Peter B. Kyne's book, The Go Getter, it's much more than a story about persistence and resourcefulness. It is a manual for living a life driven by determination, resourcefulness, and an unyielding commitment to achieving our goals in life. Now, at its core lies a very, very powerful motto, one I believe we should all adopt. It shall be done. Now, this phrase encapsulates really the mind of a person who's proactive, solution oriented, and into following through no matter what the obstacles are in front of you. And by adopting this philosophy for ourselves, we can transform every aspect of our lives, our personal, professional, and spiritual lives, into a journey of purposeful success and happiness. So, on the podcast today, we're going to explore how that it shall be done attitude, embodied by the character in the book that Peter Kyne wrote, really becomes a guiding principle, or should become a guiding principle for our lives. And I'm going to dive into this go-getter and how that it leads to personal achievement and also fosters relationships with people who really share our values and creating a network of mutual growth and support. Now, ultimately, you're going to see how this mindset can lead to predictable and predictable and fulfilling life built on a foundation of faith, perseverance, and success. So let's talk a little about the motto, "It shall be done." It isn't just a slogan, or it shouldn't be just a slogan. It should be a way of life. Now, it's about committing to your goals and following through with action, no matter how tough the road gets. So let's break this down a little bit. When you say "it shall be done," you're really doing three things in your life. One, you're committing to excellence. You're saying, I'll give this my best effort, no matter how big or small the task is. Who doesn't want to be around that type of person? You're going to focus on solutions rather than problems. A lot of people are just completely focused on the problems. I'll tell you, if you're going to be a go getter in life, you got to focus on the solutions because challenges will come. We know that. But instead of dwelling on them, channel your positive energy into finding a way forward. Focus on a solution. In order to do that, you're going to have to stay disciplined. It's about sticking to the plan that you set and staying the course even when distractions or setbacks arise in your life. It's really about staying focused on the end goal. This isn't just about work, it's about mindset. And you can bring it to every area of your life. Now, let's talk a little bit about how this attitude can transform your personal life. Imagine applying the "it shall be done" mindset to your relationships, your health, and your personal growth. Now, in relationships, ask yourself, are you showing up for the people that you care about? Are you keeping your promises, your commitments? Are you communicating honestly and putting in the effort to strengthen all of your connections? When you take a go getter approach to relationships, you're saying, I'm here and I'm committed to making this work. I'm committed to our relationship, whether it be personal or professional. How about for your health? Health goals can be a challenge for a lot of people. We're here at the beginning of the new year. A lot of people have these weight loss goals. Whether it's committing to the regular exercise, eating better, or managing stress, the "it shall be done" mindset, it keeps you focused. So instead of saying, I can't, you say, how can I? Get in the mindset of how can I make this happen? How can I reach my goal? Start small. You know, a lot of people, we focus on health this time of year, and somebody will say, well, I want to run a marathon. Hey, if you can't walk a mile, don't go run a marathon. Start small. You can't eat the elephant in one bite. Now, how about in personal growth? Now, we all have dreams. You should have dreams. If you have dreams, get them down on paper. How do you achieve those dreams? Turn them into goals. Learning a new skill like starting a hobby or maybe reading more are all great opportunities for personal growth. But how often do we let excuses get in the way of those things? Hmm? Oh, something came up, something, this, that. Hey, what if you got up 30 minutes earlier in the morning to do some reading scripture, reading the Bible, prayers, maybe taking 30 minutes, scheduling, penciling it in during the day for personal growth? These things can have an unbelievable effect in your life, and it will help you become the go getter that we're talking about here today. Now, let's shift gears here a little bit and talk about your professional life and the go getter mentality that can be a game changer when you're at work, whether you're an employee, a leader, or running your own business, whatever the case may be. As a leader, when you lead with an "it shall be done" mindset, people notice. People absolutely notice. It's about confidence, it's about impact, it's about being the authority figure. You will inspire your team, even your family in life. You'll Solve problems proactively, and you will create an environment where everyone wants to do their best. When you have this it shall be done mentality on your job, you're not only putting yourself in position to better your best, you're putting yourself in position to better everybody's best. And when you do that, you can become a successful leader. Now, what about your career? Let's face it, opportunities just don't land in your lap. They come to those who show initiative, don't they? Deliver results and prove that they can handle whatever comes their way. So, being a go getter sets you apart and it opens up doors to success. People see this. And when you talk about, building professional relationships in your career, when you follow through on your commitments and you exceed expectations, you build trust with people. And trust is that foundation for all of those strong professional networking relationships that come your way. And I would be remiss here if we didn't talk about the go getter attitude as it relates to our faith. Now, faith plays or should play a big role in the go getter mindset, whether it's a faith in our God, the universe, whatever you believe in, or simply in yourself. This mindset aligns perfectly. Faith is about trust, right? Trusting that your efforts will pay off even if the path isn't always clear, and it often isn't. It's that vision and belief that God has our best interest at heart, but it really begins with that it shall be done attitude. In other words, you'll do your part and you will trust and rest in the fact that God will do his. It's also about service. Many spiritual teachings emphasize helping others. Look at the life and times of Jesus. That's what he was all about, spreading kindness and being a force for good in the world while he was here with us. Now, as a go getter, you can live those values by taking action and making a positive impact in the world. Just follow the life of Jesus, and that alone will help you become a go getter. And guess what happens when all of this happens? It's a really cool thing about being a go getter. It doesn't just change your life, it attracts the right people into it. When you show up with determination, positivity, and follow through, others notice, don't they? They want to work with you, support you, and grow with you, be around you. Likes attracts likes. Success attracts success. People know a go getter when they see it. And it's not just about people, it's about opportunities. When you live with intention and take action, you're going to see doors open you didn't even know were there. Believe me, I've seen this happen over and over again in my life over the last 5.5 to 6 years. Now, you may be asking yourself, can happiness really be predictable? Well, I think so. I'm pretty sure when you adopt a go-getter mindset, that life can be more predictable and happy. Here's why. You build confidence because you know you can handle the challenges in life. And your relationships thrive because you're consistent, you're dependable. People, they know that they can trust in you, they believe in you. And really because it started with you believing in yourself and creating that mindset of it can be done. And really going out and being that go-getter. And you find balance by living with intention in every aspect of your life, every area. Happiness isn't about avoiding problems. That's the easy thing to do. It's about facing them with purpose and grace. And I think having this attitude of it shall be done. It's almost like you're a bull with horns on, man. You're just ready to push forward with attitude that people want to be around. They want you to lead them in life. So what's the takeaway here from Peter B. Kyne's The Go-Getter? It isn't just a story, it's a philosophy, right? By adopting the it shall be done mindset, we can transform our lives, inspire others, and create a future full of purpose and joy. Much of the time I found that people have a stuck philosophy. I mean, it actually becomes their philosophy. I don't think that people set out to be stuck for the sake of being stuck. It just happens and we hang out there. Not a great place to be. It's not a good philosophy. I believe that people want to step on the gas, but sometimes we just don't know where to start, how to do it, who to talk to. Or maybe you have the mindset of, well, what happens if I figure this thing out and it actually works? Well, attitude, attitude, attitude. Of course, having a it shall be done attitude is the most acceptable way to live. I believe the only way to live if you're going to achieve what you want to achieve in life. And when you begin to have that attitude, you will attract positive things and people into your life who share this philosophy. So I really enjoyed talking about this today. And if you'd like to read this short book, The Go-Getter, check it out. It's out on Amazon. It is a quick read, but certainly a great way to lead your life. So I want to thank you for joining me on today's episode. Now, if this resonated with you, share it with somebody who could use a little go-getter inspiration in their life. And remember, no matter what challenges come your way this week, tell yourself it shall be done. Now, if you'd like to talk with me more about the idea of a go-getter attitude in your personal or professional life, maybe you're trying to figure things out. How do I achieve wisdom, wealth, and wellness like you, Mike? Just reach out to me if you have questions about becoming a go-getter and how all of this relates to your life. I'd love to have a conversation with you about that. Just send me an email, mike@truemanlifecoaching.com. Just reach out to me and let me know, hey, I want to have a conversation with you about becoming a go-getter in my life. Well, I enjoyed this conversation today. And until next week, don't just be a go-getter, man. Make your life, turn it into that philosophy. It shall be done. And go out and make this your very best day ever.